Wait, where's your ticket? You know there's an air raid on.
Evelyn McLean, you almost succeeded in shattering history.
So?
So?
History, as the wise men said, is nothing but yesterday's mistakes.
And triumphs. What wise man?
The bloke in the cloakroom here in the museum.
Oh, great. What's up?
Well, A, you owe me 10 shillings for the groceries I bought you. B, you owe me 12 shillings for the groceries I bought your dog. And C, Mr. Strange wants you.
I'm busy. Sorry.
And C, Mr. Strange wants you.
Where is he?
In the mortuary. Thanks.
With old Marksy, what's up?
I don't know, but I now owe you 8 shillings, so remind me.
Murder, undoubtedly. 2 bullet holes in the skull, here and here, either of which could have been fatal. Most interesting.
Yes. The interest is somewhat academic, surely, after 30 years.
Of course it's academic. That's the challenge. It's a test of forensic skill. Who's the man? Why was he killed?
Who killed him? Who was it, man? Who was blazing mad at you on the night of...
12th of September, 1940.
Oh, come on, Professor. We all know you're a genius, but this is crazy. Nobody could be that accurate.
We're not handling. It's simply a matter of scientific inquiry. Among the effects was an underground ticket with that date. That night, the building was destroyed. Ergo, He was killed on the 12th of September, 1940.
And the ticket didn't rot?
Fortunately, there was a current of air passing through the cellar. His clothes were fairly well preserved. Rough texture, cheap cloth, machine-made.
A workman.
With expensive gold fillings in the teeth.
What gold fillings?
They're at the coroner's office, amongst certain other effects. Revolver, .22 caliber, a few copper coins, gold signet ring, the ticket, a watch, English, expensive.
Well, man, we should have enough to identify you.
Own a key.
Key?
A security-type key, not the kind I'd expect a workman to have. Then, of course, he wasn't a workman.
No, it seems unlikely. And then why should a man of means dress up as a workman, travel from the West End to the East End by underground, and then meet someone or be followed by someone and get himself killed?
And no one ever even asked about him.
Unusual, but, as Adam said, it's only a matter of academic interest.
Yeah, well, might be worth a few inquiries. Go on, Hal.
Why? How the devil should I know? Look, Strange, if you want to dig up the past, take up archaeology instead of criminology. It's almost 30 years ago, and the case is closed.
Well, forgive me, Chief Inspector, but as I understand it, the case has never been opened.
Then leave it for us to open. You won't need to waste your time.
But I'm interested.
Academically.
Now, surely you're not refusing us permission to work on it?
Of course not. Why should I do a thing like that?
Oh, I don't know. You seemed a bit distressed.
Not at all.
Well, good. There we are, then. Come on, that's splendid. We'll get to work and let you know how we get on, eh? Chief Inspector wasn't his usual bright self today.
No.
Of course, it may have been indigestion, but I got the impression he didn't want us in on this.
Hey, you want a coffee?
Yes. Morning, Sergeant. Kick it. Ah, there's Scotland Yard for you. Come on, let's go to the coroner's.
You can't be serious, sir. A burglar in the coroner's office is ridiculous.
Well, it's happened.
When?
Last night, early this morning.
But why?
But you tell me.
What a mess. What's missing?
Well, I'm not certain yet. One of the things that is missing are some unusual gold fillings.
An underground ticket, a gold ring.
A watch, some coins.
How do you know?
Oh.
We have an interest.
What about the key?
No, not the key. I've got that. By the sheerest chance, I put it in my pocket intending to ask somebody about it.
Hey, that's a nice key.
I'd completely forgotten that I got it.
Yes, I suppose you shouldn't really have had it in your pocket.
Well, I think under the circumstances, it's just as well that I...
We won't say anything about it.
Where is it?
Where's what?
The key.
Oh, the key. Ham.
Here it is.
Yes. Well, come on, Ham. We mustn't get in the coroner's way. I think he's got enough to contend with. Goodbye now.
Goodbye, Strange.
Here you go. One for you.
That's splendid.
Always make a good impression.
And one for you.
Hey, what's this? Butterworth's.
Very old established firm. Yep, Camden Town. Safe makers mainly, but they do these special locks.
Special, is it?
Well, let's put it this way, Governor. Whoever had that key had a few quid to look after. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Well, how much do I owe you?
Say a pound, sir.
Let's say 2.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much, sir.
Goodbye now. You know, it's very intriguing. Somewhere there's a door that this little key will unlock. Do you think it'll unlock the mystery too?
Search me.
Ham, you're a continual disappointment. You've no sense of the dramatic. Is that all you've got to say?
No.
What then?
Suppose the door isn't there anymore.
In that case, no one would have bothered to ransack the coroner's office, would they?
How do we know they weren't after the gold fillings? They're more likely to identify him.
Maybe. The fact remains that even after 30 years, someone is very anxious that this case isn't opened. And we have the key.
Where's the key?
There was no key.
There must have been.
Well, I checked it. All those things were together. Why would they take a key out?
I don't know why. I know there must have been one there. And the key, anything could prove a link with me.
What could they prove after 30 years? That you killed him?
Who said I killed him?
Well, I just assumed.
Clinton, I employed you because you don't make any assumptions. You don't ask questions. That's the way we've always worked. Let's keep it that way. Get that key.
Look, the coroner's office was tricky enough. What do you want me to do now? Break into Scotland Yard?
Didn't tell you to ask me questions again. Work it out for yourself. But I want that key!
Yes, I thought that might be the one. Let me see. Yes. There was a special series that was put out just previous and immediately after the war, the 1939 war.
Yes. Thank you. You'd have to buy, then, the key and the lock together.
Oh, yes. We're lock makers and safe makers, you know.
Yes. Could anyone buy them?
Yes. But these particular keys, they were fitted by our own workmen. I have the list here.
Is that the complete list?
That is it there.
I wonder if I could have a copy of it.
Oh, by all means.
Oh, you don't have to bother writing it out. I think it'll be quicker if you use the typewriter.
Oh, Miss Simmons, do you mind typing this list out for these gentlemen? As quickly as you can. From here.
Here, there we are. Central London area, 74,500 acres. That shouldn't take long.
What's this, number 1, the mall?
Oh, you don't want to worry about that one.
Why not?
It's Buckingham Palace. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll take that, you take this, and I'll meet you here at your last address in 3 hours from now. Right?
Right.
Belgrave Square.
Daddy, why can't you take me with you? I've never been to New York City.
Next time, Emma, I promise you. I'll be a good girl.
Can I at least help?
Oh, darling, Daddy's trying to catch a plane. Let's help him by being quiet, hmm? Carl?
Much a bit early. Is Mr. Llewellyn in, please?
I'm sorry. The minister's preparing to go to the airport in a few minutes. He can't see anyone.
I think he can. Will you get in there, please?
What is it then?
Gentleman to see Mr. Llewellyn, madam.
Oh, Mary, I told you I have approximately 15 minutes which I'd like to spend with the family.
I said so, but he said if I gave you this note, you'd see him.
Ask him in.
Darling, would you run upstairs and fetch me a Thai clasp? I seem to have forgotten mine. And take Emma with you. Emma, darling, would you help Mummy pick a pretty one? Hmm?
Is there anything wrong?
No, of course not. Please.
Go on, darling.
I beg your pardon.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Who?
Adam Strange.
He seems determined to find out. I thought I'd warn you, just in case he does.
Well, surely he can be stopped.
We won't stop him. And I advise you not to pull any strings at the ministry. He's sensitive about that sort of thing.
But Scotland Yard?
Strange doesn't take orders from them. He works for them in a semi-official capacity. But he's independent. Entirely.
Then what will you do?
Don't worry. We've got tabs on him. This trip of yours, I'd suggest you cancel it.
It's government business.
Then I'd suggest you get someone to go in your place. It's no use running now.
Some other time, perhaps.
Excuse me, can I help?
What you doing with that key?
It's all right, madam. I'm just checking the locks.
There's nothing wrong with it. Had it changed today?
I know.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Let you out of my sight 1 minute.
I never felt better.
Who is that?
I don't know. I know why.
Huh?
I found the door.
Who was it?
I don't know, but he was snooping around looking for the door.
You certain?
We had the key. I got it off him. That's the last piece of evidence. We got it all.
It may not be the last piece, Clinton. I don't know.
Now, look, you said.
I know I said. Okay. All right. All right, I heard you. All right. I'll be round. You got it. I'll fix it. Excellent. Just leave it to me. Bring it round, Clinton. All right.
Yeah?
Doesn't look like a rich man's house, does it?
Did the key fit?
Yes. Somebody added a new lock today. See?
Well, here goes.
God blimey, not you again.
We're from the landlords, madam. This is the lady, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You haven't come about that lock again, have you?
Oh, no, we're just making a check, just make sure everything's all right. Any complaints?
Complaints? I should say I have. Well, there's damp in the bedroom for a start, and the kitchen windows are hanging off, and you want to see my stairs. Honestly, they creak every time I stand on them. I'm going to go through one of these days, I'm sure I am.
Perhaps we could come in and have a look, eh?
Yes, come in and have a look. And mind as you go up the stairs, because the banisters creak a little bit. And I really would like you to have a look at my banister. That's not nearly half of it.
Well, now, don't you worry, love. We're going to have everything put right for you. Carry on, Mr. Gint, will you?
Yes, sir.
Now, tell me, you've been here for, how long did you say?
25 years.
25 years, yes. And, what did you say the name of the last tenant was, Mr. Gint?
Not sure, sir.
Jock Humphreys.
Jock Humphreys, yeah.
Nice state he left the place in and all. Still being a bachelor, I suppose you've got to make some allowance. Oh, that's another thing, that old fireplace. I've never been able to use it. Oh, it used to stink something awful. When the black smoke used to come pouring out of it, I got my Albert to cover it up, God rest his soul.
Well, perhaps we'd better take a look behind it, Mr. Gint, and see if there's anything there.
Right away, sir.
Hey, what you doing?
Now, you leave everything to our Mr. Gint.
Oh, you let the damn pin not keep it out.
Mr. Gint is an expert.
You sure?
Am I sure? Now, I want to ask you a few questions about that lock, you know, the one that was changed. It's not the usual sort of lock we fit on these doors.
I suppose it was old Jock's.
Mr. Gint knows what he's doing. Now, tell me, why would old Jock want to change a lock like that?
I don't know. For his governor, I suppose.
Yes?
He used to be chauffeur for Mr. Elliston. Used to carry his briefcase and that. I suppose he had it fitted.
Mr. Elliston?
Jock's governor. Yours. Who owns this building and practically half of London?
What do you mean, Mr. Elliston?
Yeah.
Think I got something here, sir?
Mr. Gint, what are you doing? Don't worry, Mum. We'll clean it up for you. We'll do it. We'll get it. We'll get it cleaned up.
I'll clean up my own now. Still out of it. I don't want to do it.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it, don't you? Yeah, come on, get out of here. Get away, get away.
Get out of it. Please, landlords.
What on earth are you doing?
Well, believe it or not, I'm sifting soot.
With this outfit, I believe anything. Do you want some help?
No, not on this, but if you want to help out on our little investigations in general, you could get onto Social Security.
Social Security? You mean employment and productivity.
Well, employment or productivity or whatever.
This key, do you recognize it?
Should I?
It was fitted to an apartment in a tenement house, Paradise Street, Whitechapel. A special lock.
What about it?
You don't know the building?
No.
That's funny. You own it.
Well, there's nothing unusual about that. I own buildings in London, Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, not to mention Paris, Bern, Berlin, West. I'm afraid I can't give you the exact addresses.
Your chauffeur used to live there.
My chauffeur?
Yes. His name was Humphreys. Jock Humphreys.
Oh, yes, Jock Humphreys. Yes, he left my service a long time ago.
1940.
Thereabouts.
You've no idea where he went?
I'm afraid not.
Or where he might be now?
I have no idea.
What about his teeth?
His teeth?
Did he have many gold fillings?
It's never my habit to look into my chauffeur's mouth. Mr. Strange, I'm a very busy man. I hope you won't think me modest, but every minute I talk to you costs me pounds, francs, Deutschmarks, pesetas.
Dollars? Huh? I understand.
I'm always happy to cooperate with the authorities, but as far as this man Humphreys is concerned, I'm afraid, well, I don't know whether he's alive or dead, or what.
Well, I'm very sorry to have troubled you. Thank you for seeing me. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Clinton.
Yeah?
They're on to Humphreys.
Leave it to me.
Well, any luck?
Luck, what do you mean? It's all hard work.
No, Humphreys. Did you find out anything?
Well, I sent Evelyn to the Ministry of Employment to look for a long-lost uncle named Jock Humphreys.
Oh, that's good. How are you getting on?
Well, soot is soot. But among the debris, I found a few unburned fragments of currency. Somebody's been burning money in that grate, Adam.
Let's have a look.
And a fair amount, too. But it's not English money. At least I don't think so, unless you people had a 2-pound note called a deuce. See here? I managed to recreate the letters D, E, U.
Deus gratia. No, it's Dei gratia.
What's that?
Oh, it's something you put on pennies, not pounds.
I think you gentlemen owe me a few pennies, considering the spade work.
Well, did you find your uncle?
Yes, I did. At least I found out where he works. He's a fresh air type.
Well, there's your Humphreys. A bullet in the kidneys. Shot from behind. At a distance, I'd say, of about 15 yards.
Man, somebody really worried.
Panicked, I'd say. First the change of lock, then the attack on you, and now murder.
Adam, how academic do you want to get on all this?
We're in it now, Ham, aren't we?
Like all the way?
Yes, as you so quaintly put it, like all the way. Hello, love. Did you get that stuff for me on Elliston?
Yes, I did. He was born in Austria in 1900, immigrated to this country in 1912. By 39, he was manufacturing arms. He made a vast fortune during the war, has large interests in real estate, chemicals, and the sale of arms to emergent nations. Warring as to who'll emerge and who won't, I should think.
Spare us the social comment, please.
Interesting man, Mr. Elliston.
I hate to be obvious, but why don't we just check the missing persons files of that period?
Because, my dear Ham, hundreds of people went missing every night. The air raids, people were killed, disappeared.
I've heard about it often enough, but I can't really imagine it.
I wish I didn't remember it so well. You see that apartment house over there? There was all rows of little houses, all bombed, all gone. And the park there, that was full of barrage balloons, anti-aircraft guns.
Pardon my appalling ignorance, but what's a barrage balloon?
Barrage.
It doesn't matter. I don't know, perhaps it does. I can't help feeling that this period, the war, has got something to do with our mystery. Perhaps everything to do with it. Let's see. September the 12th, 1940. Now,
I wasn't even born yet.
what were we all doing? Well, there's the Blitz and the blackout and children carrying gas masks to school. And we were singing Roll Out the Barrel and listening to Vera Lynn and Bing Crosby. I can remember my wife saying, yeah, that was that time, all right. All Europe gone. German armies assembling for the invasion of England. And they were so sure of themselves. So darn cocksure. They'd even got the occupation money all printed and ready. Printed their filthy occupation. That's it. That's it! I've got it!
What?
The money you found, Ham. Deutschmarks, D-E-U, you idiot.
What are you talking
Deutschmarks,
about?
that's what Elliston was up to. Hold it, my little furry friends. We are being followed. Evelyn, listen, there's a corner coming up. I'm going to slow down. You be ready to jump out.
Right.
Good girl. Right, now. All right, come on. What's this all about?
All right, Strange.
Military intelligence.
That's right. You led us quite a dance, Strange.
How are you mixed up in this?
There's an Official Secrets Act, if you haven't heard of it. My job is to see they remain secret. You've been trying to blow one sky high.
What secret?
Not here. Can we go somewhere else?
You must be joking. The minister in the wartime cabinet?
Mm-hmm. Roger Llewellyn.
But he was killed in an air crash.
That's the story we put out. He was killed in that cellar. And now you know who your mystery skeleton was. I'd be grateful if you dropped the whole thing.
Everyone keeps telling me to drop it, but no one yet has given me one good reason why I should.
Security?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not impressed. That man was killed 30 years ago. And I intend to find out who murdered him.
He wasn't murdered. It was self-defense.
You know who shot him?
I did. Roger Llewellyn was a traitor.
I don't believe it.
No one would, but it's true, we've proof. Llewellyn wasn't the hero that the public were led to believe. He was a traitor who had agreed to collaborate with Hitler after the invasion.
That fits. That fits all right. All right, go on.
Walls have ears. Not this one. What are they talking about in there?
None of our business.
You? Who is that bloke, anyway?
Military intelligence. That's all I know, kid.
Military intelligence, secret service. I never believe they really exist.
Well, they do.
Ham? In the taxi, when Adam mentioned his wife, well, it was the first time... I mean, I knew he'd been married and everything, but it was the first time he'd ever mentioned her to me. Has he to you?
A couple of times. She was American. He met her just before the war. They were married. Then things happened. She was killed in the Blitz.
And today, all this, it's bringing back too many memories for him.
Yeah. Memories.
We've been watching him for some time. Routine at first, and then specifically. He had a strange habit of dressing up as a workman and going off to the East End. And Roger Llewellyn was no pervert.
Do you know where he went?
Almost certainly some contact with the Third Reich. And on that night, September the 12th, he must have spotted me. He ran. I followed into a bombed-out house. He fired first, and then I got him. Just managed to get out before the building collapsed.
Middle of an air raid?
Middle of a war. Things were bad enough as it was then. We wanted heroes, not traitors. So we buried a hero in a convenient air crash.
All right, that was 30 years ago. But now?
David Llewellyn is Roger Llewellyn's son. He's a member of the government and as promising a politician as his father was. And he's different. He's honest, sincere. What do you want to do? Smash his career? He's a wife and a young daughter. Do you want to ruin their lives? Why should he pay for his father's mistakes?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Better as it is. And now I've got something to tell you. Does the name Elliston mean anything to you?
I don't like it. You're just using him as a decoy.
That's right.
What's it matter if Elliston's guilty or not? What can you prove after 30 years?
I can't prove anything. But Strange can. Elliston was a paranoic, a truly evil man. He caused a war for personal gain, he probably has. He thinks because he has wealth and power that he can buy anything, including justice. He's got to be stopped. And only Strange can do that.
How?
By provoking him to some action. Proving he's involved in another man's treachery.
You're trying for more than that, aren't you, Mr. James?
Possibly.
At Adam's expense.
Maybe. But Adam knows the odds. And the stakes.
Mr. Elliston, Mr. Strange is here.
Oh, strange. Yesterday key, now what?
An obituary, I'm afraid.
Oh?
Your ex-chauffeur, Jock Humphreys, is dead. Been murdered.
Murdered? Poor fellow, what an appalling thing. Didn't see anything about it. Didn't read anything about it. Have a drink.
No, thank you.
I must say, I don't understand it's anything to do with me.
No, Elliston, I don't think you're very well served. A man of your wealth, your buying power, you ought to hire a better man to do your little jobs for you, to steal those items from the coroner's office, rough up my assistant, kill old Humphreys.
You know quite a lot, Mr. Strange.
Yes, I've come to know quite a lot. About you, your associates, Llewellyn, for example.
Llewellyn?
Yeah, the late minister. Your friend, crony, what's the word?
I'm not good at guessing games.
Fellow collaborator, would that do it? The war. Oh, come now, don't say you've forgotten the war. And your plans with Llewellyn to welcome Hitler with open arms.
So you're going to expose me, are you?
Could be.
And I must say, I'm amazed. The incorruptible Mr. Strange. You have your price, too. What is it?
Just to get rid of me?
Yes?
Well, let's see how you're going to pay me. Pounds, dollars, francs, pesetas, or occupation Deutschmarks. Got any of those left? Yeah. Yes, I found them. Just a handful of charred ashes, almost nothing. But enough.
I'm a rich man. I'm willing to pay.
If there were any justice in this world, Elliston, you'd have paid with your life 25 years ago. Burnt. Blown to pieces in the Blitz. But no, the others had to die and you went on living. More powerful, more corrupt, more evil.
I said how much?
You think you can buy anything? You can't buy back the dead.
What do you intend to do?
I'm going to destroy you.
Higher? Clinton, Mr. Strange has plans for us, as we have for him. Nowhere to take him. Have his taxi service, of course, for the trip. Goodbye, Mr. Strange.
Come on.
Mr. Elliston.
He's been up there for a quarter of an hour with Elliston now.
I make it 12 minutes.
Come on, let's go up there.
Look, there's Adam's taxi. But he's not in it.
Let's do something.
No. Let's wait a moment.
There he goes.
Who's that with him?
The guy who slugged me.
Let's go. Follow him.
driving the taxi.
Where did that car go to?
What car?
The yellow sports car you just drove in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There it is. Where's the taxi?
They must have switched. Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Look, you pitched that taxi, you drove them here, you...
Hey, James!
Let's pay Mr. Elliston a visit.
There's no one follow him. You just keep driving.
Who is it? What do you want? Elliston! You've two choices. The possibility of what may happen if Stranger gets away from your man, and the certainty of what happens if he doesn't. And you've 5 seconds to make up your mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sir.
Shut up! This is your last chance, Elliston. And remember, I don't have to answer questions to anyone. Where is he taken, Strange? You know, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Ham, phone.
Hello, hello. Number, please. Hello, this is a priority call.
This is it?
That'll cost you £2 and the tip.
No, keep it running.
Gent?
Ah. Hello, hello.
Mr. Gint?
Yes, yes.
PC Webb here, sir. We found Mr. Strange. He's okay.
Right. He's all right.
Good.
I can't.
What? Believe it?
I can't.
That I shot him because he was trying to escape? That he's dead? He must have known he'd be tried and convicted. He would have been, too. What he didn't know is that we wouldn't have wanted him to stand trial. All that past laid out. Innocent people hurt.
Well, I'll call the police.
I'll handle it, if you don't mind. You're much too honest for this job, Mr. Gint. It takes an expert, a good liar like myself, to be most effective now.
As head of the Mammoth Elliston Industries, he was most certainly destined for peerage within the next year or two. This was a dream which his sudden death has now shattered. Said one member of Parliament about yesterday's tragic accident.
Yeah, some tragic accident.
Let sleeping heroes lie, Ham. It's better sometimes.